Oh my gosh, guys, I found a wild shiny Zoroark. I'm pretty sure this is a Zorua, but it's pretty ironic, you have to admit. Let's do Ultra Ball, why not? Never mind, I suck. What? You're telling me you cannot find wild shiny Zoroark? It's still crazy that I have a shiny Zoroark in the first place, honestly. That is oddly specific. Wait, there's an event going on. The funny thing, wait. Never mind, it turns out the stamps are actually from just getting one that day. I was going to say that those have to have been from a year ago, but hey, I wasn't paying attention if there was a stamp before. I'm going to check whether I have the fully evolved. I do not have you, and... Okay, so catch both of them, got it. That's just cruel. Oh, I was so close to hitting that inner circle. Okay, you were so mean. Pokemon, let's go, Eevee! Okay, what's this? Why did I say it like that? I'm fairly confident I already have Skeledirge, so I'm not gonna use a Pineapple. I mean, I'm not certain, but I'm not certain about anything. I've barely played Pokemon Go since like October. Or was it October last year? Problem is I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cut most of that out, but let's just skip to me on my other accounts. I caught a Surskit and it's transforming, and I'm fairly confident that the buddy on this account is not a Surskit, so I think it's a Ditto. Well, what do you know? That's pretty sick. The question is, on this account, do I have that one mission that requires you catching a Ditto? Could be it, but I honestly don't know. Does the professor in this game ever shut up? Don't answer that question. Plot twist, this Whismur is also a Ditto. It would be shocking, but I wouldn't be too surprised if a Whismur was a possible transform into Ditto. To my knowledge, it's constantly changing, but it's safe to say that they would only have it with relatively common mons. You know? Anyway, yeah, that's it. I guess I should clarify, I got a bit sidetracked and took it too long, and the Zorua was no longer here by the time that I had gotten to my other accounts. Anyway, bye. One last note, I was fighting this Team Rocket Grunt with all grass types because based off the dialogue I could tell that they had ground types, and my strongest ones that were strong against ground were all grass types. And something interesting happened. My Executor went down at the same time that his Hippowdon did. That's interesting. Anyway, it was definitely a difficult fight, especially because he led with I already forgot, which had something that was strong against all my grass types. I actually had a Scyther because one of its moves was a grass type, and it was also weak to it. Yeah, I think it was a flying move. That would make sense, but I cannot remember what that mon was. Anyway, like, all of them had like 1300, while his weakest was 3100, so it was definitely difficult, but again, I had the type advantage for the most part, so yay. Just kidding, the video never ends because there's a Surskit on my main, and I think I know where this is going. Oh. What? It was a Ditto the whole time? Who could have ever guessed? Well, there's the catch a Ditto completed. Okay then. Actually, no, you deserve a Great Ball. At least. Because Cradily is a great Pokemon. Never mind, I do not respect you. Wahoo. Now Stunfisk is actually worth even Ultra Ball. It kind of matches the colors, so that's my very educated reasoning. Wahoo. Also, to be clear, I'm using the berries for most of these catches for a few reasons. One, it helps empty out the bag without wasting items. And two, there are some missions that require helping berries to catch. Wait, I don't even have Dodu registered. I was going to check if whether or not I had Dodrio registered, but I don't even have Dodu registered, so I'll just catch it. Again, I'm going Ultra Ball just because it kind of matches colors. Force of habit. It is not something that I did until recently, because I just thought to start matching shinies with Pokeballs, and then I thought, what if I matched others? So, Quaxley. Realistically, I'm not editing this down into a short. And to be clear, it's probably going to be black screens at several points, just to make sure I don't dox myself or something. Yeah, I think that's probably it. Yeah, I had those closed off just because it had catch a Ditto, and I was thinking it'll take a long time for me to have that happen. I'm always wrong. Anyway, if the video doesn't end here, it's because I also get a Ditto on the third. Well, it's actually my second account. Well, what do you know? Also, I'm going to correct myself from a few seconds ago. This actually is my third account. I just got mixed up because, like, my brain was saying that I went to my second account second and then my third, but no, I forgot which emails are tied to each account, so I started off at my first, then I went to my third, and then I got the Ditto on my second. I bet that doesn't make any sense, and I'm not sorry. So we're just gonna catch Surskit because Surskit is the rarest Pokemon in the game, obviously. Oh. What? It was a Ditto the whole time. My acting is amazing, I know. The thing is, this account does not have much that is interesting on it. The only other impressive thing that it has on it is this event Charjabug. But this Ditto is either second or first place. I might have gotten a shiny or two on this, but if I did, I traded them away. So, probably my main. If I traded them to my second, I would be very confused at my past self actions. The thing is, I was originally thinking that after I got the Zorua on my main, I would just cut out most of the content after it. But I probably cannot edit down everything here into 3 minutes, so I'm just going to include, like, every catch. The voice commands are so stupid. Like, I only want you to be doing things on the specific apps I have, but now if I just am on something where I can type text, if I say anything out loud, it just thinks that I want it to do that. But no, if I want what I say to be turned into text, I'm going to click the microphone button to do that. And I'm just saying regular words, as I do, either because I'm recording or just because I talk to myself. And it just either is doing something or thinks that I want it to be doing something, but I don't. I don't, mother trucker. Anyway, yeah, that's it, bye. Here's an update. I was fighting Team Rocket, and it's been a struggle. This was my third attempt at beating them, because the strongest mon on this one has a bit over 1200 combat power, and the second one they have is over 4000. The thing is, the Rapidash is my strongest, and their third one is a water type. And I had another scenario where my mon died at the same time it killed theirs, but it was counted as a loss because I had nothing left. So that kind of sucks. Every time I lose a different one of them gives me advice, just because I just think that maybe they suck too much and one of the others will explain it better. No, the problem is that my Pokemon suck. On attempt like at least 6 at this point, I finally got it. The thing was, I powered up my Charjabug and somehow doing worse, and after I powered up my Rapidash, I got enough progress to complete a thing, and then after that I got a Nose Pass that's like 300 combat power, but it had 2 rock moves, so it naturally is amazing for this. Charjabug ended up still being the one that won me it. I love Charjabug, you love Charjabug, we all love Charjabug. This is a Charjabug household. And to prove to you, so you don't have to rewind or anything, this was my strongest one. This was after it was powered up using 14 candies. Before this, it was at a combat power of 1200 something. Then this is the Nose Pass I just got. Could have powered it up. Wouldn't tell much. And this is the Charjabug, once again after being powered up with all the candy I had for it. I've used so many revives, so many potions, and my bag is still overflowing. But yeah, that is finally it with this video. I am done. Bye forever.